You know, you don't need hundreds and thousands of followers to build a successful wedding video business. You don't need to be an educator on YouTube. You don't have to go to conferences and be a speaker or try to manage a way to get into the top 1% of the industry. You don't really need all that stuff. I mean, if that's your professional goals, hey, by all means, keep chasing it. But if you want to build a quiet business, if you want to have fulfillment, if you want to create beautiful work without all the noise, away from the paparazzi of the world, then this episode might be for you. Today, Brooks and Angie join the conversation to talk more about their mindset behind making films that actually move people. From the intentional editing choices that hook viewers in the first few seconds, to the quiet discipline of approaching the wedding day. We talk about the pressure of documenting one of the biggest days in someone's life, the art of observing instead of directing, and the simple framework that they use before every single wedding to stay present and capture moments beautifully. This is the How to Film Wedding Show.
Alexandra Julia Mulligan. 7 years ago, we met at a wedding.
Like, okay, hold on. Like, I love every bit of that. And that's 18 seconds of just pure magic right here. I mean, we start off with just this beautiful parallax shot at the pier. And I love the grain transition too. I've always just been so like enamored by those grain transitions that feel so seamless. Like it's just beautiful. And then this transition right here where you're like clicking, it's almost like you're scrolling through memories. Like that's what it feels like for me.
Yeah, that was a really fun intro to make. And I feel like with like the wedding industry as a whole is growing, and there is so much knowledge out there and like assets and stuff to learn. So I feel like that was a challenge and a just fun project to try to start out something new with like mostly just created sounds and a slow build, almost, you know, like just a curve up to like this pinnacle. And within that, it's like, how do you create the feeling of that buildup and then drop off to have that dramatic, you know, just like kind of like you said, like I want to keep watching, like what's going on, almost like a trailer before the movie, right? It's like, because I feel like we did that a lot in the past, but it would be a lot longer, maybe like a minute intro to kind of hype you up to it. So this was a much shortened version. And then just like adding all those layers. So like that first shot, we kind of had it laid out, but then it's how do you transition that to gain more attention? So that transition with the grain, and then, you know, we take a lot of inspiration from other filmmakers with the sound. So it's like incorporating sound, and it's like bring it all to life, and then I feel like we spend a lot of time hand picking every shot, and like when we do our selects or like call through our footage, you know, we're looking through every clip and pulling every tiny selection. So like when we did that intro, it's like what can showcase the full wedding, all sorts of emotion in that short time frame. So that's kind of like the overall gist, if that makes sense.
Yeah. For me, one of the hardest parts about this craft is just mastering the ability to capture spontaneous moments creatively and beautifully every single time.
Yeah, totally.
I'd love to hear more about like, how do you walk into each wedding day with just curiosity, like instead of just assumptions?
There is one thing that's like super duper cheesy, but it's always been something that I've focused on before weddings. And when me and Angie started filming weddings, I told her it's my 3 C's. So before every wedding, I kind of like take a couple moments at home and like meditate and pray on being creative, calm, and confident. Because I feel like if I can be those 3 things, it allows me to drop into the moment and be super present and be able to like be observing the day, but take that step back and almost anticipate what's going to happen. And then that gives me us the time to like prepare accordingly and try to shoot it as well as we can.
Yeah. I'll never forget the 3 C's.
The three C's.
Taking me all the way back to 2018. Yeah, I think a lot of what you said and what you said too, Jared, like there's no way to really like prepare. Like you can kind of like assume but I think that's one thing weddings have taught me is like you can't really prepare because there's so many things that, you know, go off script on a wedding day or not according to plan as much as you can plan. So I think a big part of why we like being filmmakers is the ability to kind of take a step back and observe, and just kind of take in the emotions of the people surrounding us and the connections and the relationships that are in the room. So I think that really helps is when we first show up, we kind of just, we are a little bit more quiet and observant, especially in that like getting ready time period and just kind of seeing like, okay, like who is, you know, who are like the big key players in the room and family members and everything like that so that we can kind of lean into those throughout the day and kind of focus on where we want to put our attention throughout the day. So kind of using intuition, I guess, a lot of like intuition throughout the day.
You know, filmmaking is a collaboration, even if you're the only one holding the camera. You're partnering with people who help shape the story. And one of the most important collaborators in any film is the musician. Because when the right music meets the right moment on screen, something special happens. And that's where Musicbed comes in. Musicbed connects filmmakers with incredible artists from around the world. Musicians creating honest, emotional work that was made to be felt. And when the right songs find their way into your films, they elevate everything. The emotion, the story, the impact. So if you're serious about storytelling, Musicbed is one of the best places to discover music that actually moves people. And it's one of the biggest reasons why I've been using them for the last 10 years in my business. So if you want to find out some more information and get plugged in, start using some music that really can truly make the difference for your films, I do have a 14-day free trial down in the description below. Being quiet observers and I think that introspective nature is definitely evident in a lot of your work. I'm just seeing like just the authenticity just being poured out into this, and it does help just being like just calm and creative and confident going into the day, because I feel like I'm introverted, and maybe y'all can attest to this too, but like I also have this like, it's like chaos is like internalized for me. So like I go into wedding day where I'm like, on the outside I look cool as a cucumber, but on the inside I'm sweating bullets. I'm freaking out a little bit. Like I just like, cause I want to do a good job. You know, you want to make something really beautiful and impactful for this family. And, you know, like you said before, like reflecting the day before the wedding, my mantra going into the wedding day, I say just like a little prayer is like, Lord, just let me be present. Let me just be, you know, like, get out of my own head, get out of my own way, because I am a lot of times overthinking and just analyzing certain aspects of the process, where if I just like took a deep breath for a second and then just let it all out, he's like, okay, your best bet's to use that 24-70 instead of the 35 right here, because they're going to be jumping from bridal portraits to like family to cocktail, whatever it is that I'm just overanalyzing, whether it's gear, whether it's positioning, framing, you know, all of those things. And it definitely just helps. One, it helps when you've done it long enough where you kind of know the repetition at least to some degree, but I still get nervous before every wedding, which is a good sign. But no, I love the 3 C's. I'm going to write that down because that's something I need to constantly say to myself after every wedding. So I think that's great. I'd love to hear like your thought. Like, what would you say is like the hardest part about filming weddings?
Maybe I would say for me, it's one of the hardest things, it's kind of tied to that, is like when couples have really high expectations for the day, and, you know, maybe it's weather or a vendor that, you know, like something's running behind or whatever it is, and seeing them getting pulled out of the moment is really tough. You know, like we want so much for them to just be able to be carefree and present in the day and in the moment. And even sometimes with photographers too, like if our style is a little bit different than theirs, and seeing the couple not necessarily being able to like drop in and be present with each other. I'd say that's one of the toughest parts, to be able to kind of try to still film authentically and capture them being comfortable. So we try to like have to pivot and kind of, okay, if like the couple's going through a really hard time, or even if it's like a family member that's causing them to feel a certain way, like how do we pivot around that, and what can we focus on filming instead in that moment?
Right.
Yeah.
In the little interaction that we do have, like how do we get them back to that like grounded sense, you know? Because it's twofold, right? It's like, most importantly, we want them to enjoy their day. Like this is one of the biggest days of their life. And that also ties into the product that we're able to film and give to them, is like the more presence and happy, not even happiness, just presence, whatever they're feeling in the moment, like them just being there is evident when you film them. So we want that for them, and then that in turn shows in their films too.
Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful and valuable in some way, it would mean so much if you consider liking and subscribing. And if you enjoyed this conversation and you want to watch the full length version, I will have that linked down below. It's on a whole separate new channel called The How to Film Wedding Show, which is my wedding video podcast that talks with all different types of creators in the wedding video space. They join the conversation, we unpack their process, philosophy, their journey into wedding filmmaking. It's such a great resource if you want to learn some new perspectives and gain some fresh insight into how you can approach wedding filmmaking in 2026. So I hope you join us over there as well. And until next time, keep creating and telling beautiful stories. Peace.